could argue this isn't a throw in context I'm just giving you. It's where you're lifting the opponent. Okay, so we're going to do a drop seating aggie because it's one of my favourite techniques to do and also to teach. The way that we're going to learn it in reverse. Okay, so we're going to learn it from being in the finishing position of the thrower. Okay, so I'm going to start off in this position. Jay's going to go behind me. He's going to pass his arm over the top. Okay, and then from this position, all I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my nose to my knee, and Jay's going to fall over. Okay, so this is how we're going to learn the throw, by being in a good position. Yep, so this arm I'm keeping nice and tight. My shoulder is attached to his shoulder, so this is where the lift comes up a little bit. Okay, the finishing part of this, which is the first part we're learning, nose to knee, yep, and then just let them fall over the top. Okay, see how Jay's sort of using that forward break fall to go in. Because when you get a good whip in this and a good some good technique, like you just fly over, and that little break fall is just going to help you not have that massive impact. Okay, one of the things that I like to teach, and especially from a mixed martial arts and kind of jiu-jitsu point of view, sometimes when I was taught originally, I was taught to come quite wide to here. If you get a good jiu-jitsu person that can get the hooks in, so I'm balling up and keeping nice and tight. But as I tighten up to finish the throw, I'm pulling the arm in front, and that's what's finishing the throw. So Jay, one more time please, sir. Here, pulling everything super tight, yeah, and you see how it's going over my shoulder to there. Okay, so let's just have a couple of reps at that, just nice and steady. Alright, so this is kind of our starting position of actually doing the throw. So like I said before, we've done it backwards, so we've done the finishing position. I like that because it gives you that sense of where they should be. Because there's a few bits of footwork that we really need to do to have this done correctly. Okay, so from here, yeah, obviously, when we get into the position, both me and Jay face in the same direction. Okay, if we look at what helps us get into that position, it's all to do with the footwork. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to step. If I'm going for this arm, I'm going to step the opposite side over so that my feet are in the same position but on the inside of Jason's feet. So this is kind of important. You can do it with the feet on the inside when his feet are narrower, you know, into here and then coming across, but that for me is never a position I do or ever feel comfortable in. So it's always when them feet are apart. Okay, so I'm going to step and then hop. Okay. So we're just going to practice this to begin with. Okay, and then Jay goes, boom, so we're into that position. Looks weird, feels weird, but it'll help with throw in a second. Alright, so we're just going to do the footwork to begin with. Alright, give it a go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to go to the elbow. Yeah, so I've got an underhook, so he's got going for an underhook, I've got the arm, okay, and then from here, the next important bit on this throw, okay, is getting my shoulder underneath his armpit. So I'm going to step in and then just push my bum back a little bit. Okay, so when I get to here, I should feel his hips go up a little. So there. Okay, so here. Okay, so that's the next bit. But look at the footwork again. So that first initial step is to get us to be able to hop in. This arm's pulling, the shoulder's going to go underneath, lift with the shoulder here, and then bump your bottom backwards. Okay, so here. See, I'm getting onto my tiptoes as well. That's going to help a little bit more as well. Alright, give it a go. 1, 2, 3. The drop is what's creating the momentum. Okay, we can do this throw stood up, so we can do this throw here, and then using that to kind of throw over the shoulder. I'm not a massive fan of that. One, because I suck at it. And the other, there are kind of more opportunities for him to start getting kind of hooks and attacking my neck and things like that. When we drop, we create a lot of momentum. That's not to say you can't create momentum from that stood up position. I just find it a little bit easier, and the setups and everything a little bit easier to kind of link off of the techniques by going into the drop seeing. Okay, so one inside, got a good footwork here, okay, and then I'm going to drop to my knees, okay. I'm going to control it, but if I stay nice and tight to the arm, it actually helps me control the drop. Yeah, so it's now in continuous motion, and then get into a top position. So we're going to link it into finishing the position by being in control, inside control. Okay, so again, everything's still the same, still lifting a little bit, drop to my legs. Side. So here, got that good angle, so you see we're in that Titanic moment. Okay, down, your knees, then just into some sort of type of side control. Make sense?
Yeah.
Give it a go. 1, 2, 3.